Hello and welcome everyone. It is time for Jim Comics Top Picks for New Comic Book Day this upcoming Wednesday, May 29th, 2019. Another good week of books coming. But then again, when is it ever a bad week of comics? A bad week of comics is better than a good day at work. So, as usual, I'll run through what I'm looking at. My top covers, top picks, and a few other books at the end. I wasn't able to get a haul video this week. Sorry, I've been so busy with work. But I'm going to run through a bunch of them quickly right now. We'll just touch on some of those and before I get into my books. But before I do, I just want to say thank you to all the subscribers on YouTube and followers on Instagram. Really appreciate taking the time to watch my videos, send me comments, tips, everything. I love it. Love being part of this community. You're all awesome. So thanks so much. And while I'm talking about my subscribers, I'm not sure if a lot of you may or may not know Pops Foster. He's commented a lot of my videos. And he was quite ill this past week, and I hadn't heard from him in a while. I was kind of getting a little concerned, to be honest, because he's in his 70s, and he used to own comic shops. His son still owns a comic shop, Jay's Comics. I gave him a shout-out a little while back. But he's been collecting comics for a long, long time, longer than me. So, and he still loves his comics and the art and the stories and first appearances. So I love to see the passion that he has. And I'm glad to hear that he's doing better, because he was in the hospital and not doing so well. But apparently he's back home and on the mend and on some medication and stuff. So Pops, I just want to give you a shout out. Thanks so much for being a subscriber, and I'm glad to hear you're doing better. So all the best, my man. So yeah, I just wanted to make sure everybody knew that Pops is doing okay. And my LCS shout out today is Haven for Heroes. They're in Port Jervis, New York. I got to go to New York. Sounds like there's so many good comic shops out there. Emmett Garnham, sorry. He asked if I'd give his shop a shout out, and I'm yeah, sure, why not? So there you go. Haven for Heroes looks like a really cool shop. And Emmett and his friend, sorry, I don't know the name of the other guy. They do a video, YouTube videos as well, where they talk about comics that come out and everything. So if you want to check them out, I believe they're just under Haven for Heroes. I watched one of their videos, damn it, and I should have written it down. I forgot. Sorry, Emmett. Send me a message and I'll make sure I let people know in the next video too. But anyways, Haven for Heroes is my shout out. Down in the comments is the address and phone number. If you're in the area, stop by, say hello, set up a pull list. I'm sure they will be happy to help you out. So we'll get into a few of the books I picked up real quick this week. I'm not going to open them up or anything, but let's run through. I don't want this to go too long. Got my Faithless regular cover, and yes, the explicit. It's not as bad as the first one, and I'm not opening it on the video, so you're all good. I got Neon Future number 3 cover. I just got cover A. I wasn't a big fan of the other ones. I did get my Goon first appearance of Vinny Nosferatu. I got 2 copies of cover A, as well as that really nice Alex Ross cover B. That's on the heavier cardstock too, the cover B. It's a little more expensive, but it's a really nice cover. Really like that one. So that's all I got for my indies this week. From DC, I only picked up 4 books from them. Got Justice League Dark number 11. I picked up Silencer number 17. Picked up my Batman Detective Comics number 1004, and you learn quite a bit more about the girl Arkham. Damn it, I forget her name. Anyway, she's the Arkham Knight. And then Action Comics 1011, getting close to that event Leviathon that's coming out from Bendis soon. Looks pretty good. For Marvel, picked up my Iron Man number 11 with God Killer armor and stuff in there, and there's the Machine Man number 2's starting to heat up for, or Machine Man 2020 I should say, starting to heat up, number 2 I think. Yeah. War of the Realms Journey into Mystery number 3, I grabbed that. Thank you to everybody for pointing out who that was. And I didn't write it down, so I forget. I forget. I think it's Ghost Panther. No, Ghost, shit, I forget who it was. Anyways, it wasn't Ghost Rider. Or no, it was, yeah. Anyways, I'm rambling on here. I don't remember. Anyways, Avengers number 19, I got the regular and the Battle Lines variant. Venom 14, I grabbed a couple copies of that one. And the really nice, that Carnage cover. Man, that's a gorgeous cover. I love that one. And that's got a new jack-o'-lantern that shows up in there, which is interesting. Almost looks like Looks from a distance, he kind of, well, he's got the burning head, but I mean, he looks kind of a lot like the Red Goblin. Anyways, Moon Girl 43, you got both covers for that one, and that is your first Dino Thor, which is, I don't know that it'll go anywhere, but it's kind of cool to have, and I really like the Battlelines variant on that one. That's really nice. Some of these Battleline variants are just gorgeous. New Agents of Atlas #2, I think, well, I sure hope a lot of you got that one, because that is your first Swordmaster in the book. I mean, he was on the cover of issue #1, but he makes his first appearance inside the book in this one, and it's a really good one to get. The price on that one's getting up there a little bit. Got Spider-Man, Miles Morales, Spider-Man #6. I got 2 copies of cover A, as well as one of the Battlelines variant for that one as well. And this is the first full appearance of Starling. She did show up on the last page of the previous issue, #5. I mentioned this in my previous issue, so #5 is a good one to get because that's technically her first appearance. But this is her first full appearance and cover appearance as well. And it turns out, if you don't want to know who she is, or you haven't read it yet, turn it off or turn the volume down because of spoiler alert. But she is the granddaughter of the Vulture, so you know, going forward, she does have there. Just because of that, it's not just another character they throw out there. She may have some legs, so that's a good one to get if you can get it. Anyways, that's what I recommend. So that's it for my books this week that I picked up. I just want to touch on those real quick because there was some good ones out this week. Anyways, coming next week, starting with Antarctic Press, got Horror Comics #1. This looks really good. I like cover A the best. There's 3 covers for this one. Well, cover B is not bad either, and then there's a blank variant, but I like cover A. I think that one will do well. So that's it from Antarctic. From Dark Horse, you got Stranger Things 6 #1. Now there's 4 covers from Dark Horse. You got your A, B, C, and D, your normal 4 covers. I'm going to show all 4 of those. And then Black Cape Comics has an exclusive Esteban Salinas cover. He's the one who did that Rejected, Unwilling, that really wicked cover. He's got a really nice cover it's exclusive to Black Cape Comics. Image of that on the screen. And just so you're aware, Black Cape, he sent me a message saying, "Hey Jim, I'm gonna send you one to give away." So I will be doing a giveaway for one of those comics in my next video. He showed me that it's in the mail, but I probably won't get it for about a week. So when I get it, I'll do a giveaway to whoever. I'll just do a random giveaway. I'm not going to go run through the whole contest like I normally do, but I'll just do so basically, my next video, when you see it, all you have to do is put a comment on the video that I'd like that comic, and then I'll do a random draw from everybody. But just so you're aware, he has 4 options for that comic. So there's just a plain raw comic. You can get Esteban Salinas has signed some copies, so you can get a signed raw. He's sending some away for CGC, so you can get a blue label CGC and a yellow label CGC, which is obviously a signature copy. So I'll just run through that, and you got it. So the options are a raw, a signed raw, a blue label CGC, or yellow label CGC for that Stranger Things #1, and that Stranger Things 6 #1. Man, I'm messing that up. It's exclusive only to Black Cape Comics, so if you're interested, check it out from them. It looks really nice. I'm going to try and get one. From Image, you got Spawn 297, 3 covers for that one. Your typical A. There's no image for cover C, but usually they do A as a trade, then B as a virgin, and then C as a black and white kind of thing. So more than likely that's what you're getting with this one. This looks like a good one because the Rapture is showing up in 299. And hang on, take a pause for 1 second. Okay, talking about Spawn, I just want to mention that the Rapture is coming. I mentioned before the Rapture is coming in 299. And there's been some talk that they're kind of like the God's version of the 4 Horsemen of the Apocalypse. So in 293, I can't remember who it was, somebody sent me a message, 293, you got that character Godsend that showed up. And right here, I'm just going to show an image of it. This is from 293, which 293s are a really good one to get, by the way. And an interesting thing, near the back of the book when she's fighting Spawn, right here, she says, "You're insane," is what she says to Spawn. And then Spawn says, "I know, there's more of us. I'm not alone." So what it sounds like what's going to happen in 299, you're going to get all of them showing up, which will likely be kind of like a Four Horsemen of the Apocalypse kind of a thing. So that sounds pretty cool. Looking forward to that. And well, I'm sure a lot of you are getting spawned, but got some good stuff coming. Just wanted to mention that because 293, the ones like I mentioned quite a while ago, don't wait for these last ones. Some of these back issues are going to be pretty important. So anyways, that's it from Image for new stuff. They've also got a bunch of reprints out this week. Die number 4, third print. Little Bird number 1, third print, and Walking Dead 191, second print. So if you're interested in any of those are out this week. From Scout Comics, we got Rise number 3 is out. Only the one cover. I love the art in this, and I'm going to keep going with it. The text, lettering and stuff is, I wasn't too happy with it, but I really like the art, and the story's not bad, so I'll keep going with it. Source Point Press got Floppy Cop number 2, just the one cover for that one. I like the first one, so I'm picking up the second one. And last one is from Valiant. I got Punk Mambo number 2. There's a whole bunch of covers for that. You'll see them on the screen. I'm probably just going to get cover A. But I like the character, and I mentioned before, and Russ from Comic Tom there, he and Comic Tom were talking, and he mentioned that, you know what, there's just not a lot of Valiant female characters, so yeah, it's a good one to get. It's a long-term hold, but it's a good one. From DC, got a few for men this week. Got Batman Last Night on Earth number 1. There's 2 covers for that. Both covers are nice. Craig Capullo did cover A. I like cover B. That's a Jock cover. That's a pretty nice one. So that one's out. Detective Comics Annual number 2, just the one cover. That is out this week, so grabbing that. Doomsday Clock number 10, 2 covers for that one. I just really wish this series was coming out a lot more regularly. It's a really good series. It's just, man, it's like 2-3 months between the issues. But anyways, 2 covers for that one, so I'm picking that up. Looking forward to the new Watchmen on HBO. Boy, that looks good. If you haven't seen the trailer, you should go watch it. And last one from DC is Superman Leviathan Rising Special number 1. I'm going to pick that up because you never know what's going to pop up in there. It's leading into that event, Leviathan, so it looks good. From Marvel, Amazing Spider-Man 22. There's a bunch of covers. I like cover B. It's a Battle Lines variant. That's probably the only one I'll get. So there's 4 covers for Spider-Man number 22. Daredevil number 6. Cover A, and then there is a limited variant for this. This has been a really good series. Very low print run on these, just because I don't know, for whatever reason people aren't into it, but it's really good. I recommend getting it. If you like Daredevil, you'll like this series. It's really good. Immortal Hulk number 18 out this week. A gorgeous Alex Ross cover A, and a nice cover B for that one as well. Cover B, I believe, is a Battle Lines variant. If I remember, I'm sorry, I didn't write it down, but I'm pretty sure it's a Hulkbuster. You'll see it on the screen. And this is, you're going to get your first full appearance of that new Abomination, most likely in this book. You may or may not, I don't know. Al Ewing tends to give teases, and then you don't see anything for a while. But we got a glimpse of that new Abomination at the last page of number 17 there. And it's funny, Ewing, he tends to take old characters and give them a totally new twist. I was talking to somebody about this. So even though you get the first appearance of, say, Abomination, which I have, it's not the same Abomination. Same with Harpy and Red Harpy, and I'm still pretty sure the She-Hulk's showing up, but hey, we'll find out. Anyways, yeah, it's just funny how he changes everything slightly, so it's pretty cool. I like it. It's a great series. Immortal Hulk 18 out this week. Major X number 4 is out, just the one cover. I'm on the fence whether I'm even going to pick that one up, but I've got the first 3, so I might pick that one up. And last one is Thor number 13. Oh, sorry, I got 2 more. Thor number 13's got 3 covers, A, B, and C. And then War Scrolls number 2. This is, of all the War of the Realms titles, this one I like because it's Jason Aaron is actually writing this one. And I don't know. That one to me has got some stuff going on. I like that one. I'm picking that one up for sure. We might find it was that young Asian girl we saw, Jae-Eun, showed up in War Scrolls number 1. And I'm going to definitely keep going to this one because you may find more about her in this War Scrolls. We'll see. Then Marvel's got a ton of reprints out this week. I don't know why they put so many out one week, but they've got Immortal Hulk reprints. They've got number 1, 5th print. Number 13, 3rd print. Number 14, 3rd print. 15, 3rd. 16, 3rd. I'm only showing the image for number 2, 5th print. I'll mention all the other ones. And that's, there's a new one for 25 for this, for number 2 5th print. And I'm getting one, yeah. Even though I don't like what Marvel's doing with all these limited variants for the multiple printings. As a collector, I'm still going to buy it. But anyways, and that one, I don't think a lot of shops are bringing in as many copies of that one, so there may not be as many of those around. And it's basically a version of issue number 2, that gorgeous Alex Ross cover. And then the regular cover will just be a black and white. So that's going to be a good one this week. Then there's also number 3 4th print, number 6 4th print, and number 7 3rd print. So there's a ton of Immortal Hulk ones out this week. There's a Venom 13. I believe it's just a 2nd print. And then Major X has got some reprints of number 1 and 3 out this week as well. So there's just a ton of reprints out this week. My top covers, I got Batman Last Night on Earth number 1, cover B, the Jock cover. Amazing Spider-Man 22, cover B, the Battle Lines variant. It's a nice one. Black Panther number 12, got a Battle Lines variant there as well. And then Immortal Hulk number 18, just the cover A, the Alex Ross cover. That's a really nice cover. I like that one. It reminds me a lot of Spider-Man 796, where we did the close-up of Spider-Man's face. That was a really good one too. Anyways, my top picks this week, I got a few for you. Horror Comics number 1 from Antarctic Press. That looks really good. I like cover A the best of them all. I think that one will do, will do okay. Immortal Hulk number 18. I don't know what to tell you about Immortal Hulk. If you aren't buying that one, well, it's your loss. Spawn 297. You never know what's popping up in here. And like I say, I don't know if another one of the Raptures is going to show up in here. You had that one show up in 293. Whether one shows up in here and then the full team shows up in 299, we'll have to see, but looks interesting. Superman Leviathan Rising number 1. It's kind of looks like the start of that whole event, Leviathan. I know it's been kind of hinted at in Action Comics, but that one looks interesting, so I'm getting that. And Immortal Hulk number 2, the 1 for 25. If you can get it for a reasonable price, don't go crazy paying stupid prices for it. But I just wanted to mention that one is out there. So, and that looks like a good one. I'm definitely getting it. And if you follow me on Instagram, I mentioned Bone Parish number 1. It's the cover A. It's a real gorgeous black cover. As soon as I saw that when it came out, I had to get a few copies. And Arun Singh did a interview on Simple Man's Comics, and he mentioned the last 30 seconds, there's a video out there, I think it's only like 2 minutes long or 3 minutes long, like why you should buy this comic. And he talks, Arun Singh is the VP of Boom Studios, and he said, yeah, it's a comic you're going to want, you're going to be very happy you own in the future. So he hinted that it's basically going to be options. So if you don't have a copy of that, try to pick one up cheap if you can. If you do have it, take care of it, put it in a Mylar, give it the old Mylar treatment, because that one looks like it's got some future. I also mentioned Totally Awesome Hulk number 1. Just because that is your first appearance of Amadeus Cho as the Hulk. And then later on in Champions number 22, he becomes Brawn. I showed this one a while ago. But that is kind of what leads to him becoming Brawn. So that's a good one to get. And that's one you can pick up in the dollar bins. You should be able to anyways. Nobody's really looking for it. So it's a good one to get. Just a kind of a long-term hold. And then one last one I want to talk about is Black Panther number 2. Is from 2005. That's your first appearance of Shuri. And she's looks like she's obviously going to have bigger roles in movies and everything else going forward. So that's a good one to find. If you can pick it up, grab it. It's not super expensive. Don't go, like I say, try not to pay the eBay prices if you can help it. There are lots out there, so just that's one to look for in the back issue bins. It's a lot. It's people may just pass by it without even realizing that's her first appearance, but that's a good one to get too. So, a couple things I want to talk about as well. Michael Bendis, he's talked about Amethyst having her own title and stuff down the road, which is fine. We've known about that for several months, but he mentioned something just the other day. He said Naomi is coming to the pages of Action Comics and Young Justice in between the end of this series, meaning Naomi, and the start of her next. Because what's happening is Naomi's going to It's only 6-issue miniseries, as you're all aware. Number 6 comes out June 19th. So from between June 19th and whenever Naomi Volume 2 comes out, she is going to be showing up in the pages of Action Comics, and most likely that will reveal the tie between, maybe Red Cloud and Naomi and Leon as Superman. So just, I guess the point I'm trying to say is pay attention to Action Comics coming down the road, because it looks like there's some good stuff coming. And I know Action Comics, I showed it in my down the road video, 1014. I believe that comes out, I didn't write it down, but I'm pretty sure it comes out in August. And that has some background of Red Cloud revealed and everything else. So it's very likely that cover, or that comic, I'm going to put an image of that one on the screen. That may have something to do with Naomi and everything in it. So just pay attention to Action Comics. I don't know when it's coming, but she is going to be showing up in there. So that's a really good one. Just pay attention, because I think that one will kind of fly under the radar. And I got to finish off with Tom King. I got a bunch. There was rumor for quite a while there that he was leaving Batman, and nothing was confirmed, but it's been confirmed now by DC and King himself and everything else that number 85 will be his last issue. And it's funny that he just previous to this whole rumor starting, he came out and said, "Oh yeah, I got these big changes for Batman coming. I'm going to leave my mark." And it sounded like he was going to take Batman in a totally new direction. So I don't know if he scared the crap out of DC and they said, yeah, no. So he's off Batman as 85, and I had a Ryan Pepsi in celebration of that, because boy, his writing has just been god-awful lately. He is going to be doing a Batman Catwoman 12-part, I guess we'll call it a maxi series. So if you're into a bunch of bachelorette parties and finding out that Batman and Catwoman are not getting married, pick up that 12-part maxi series. But that is one I can tell you I will not be buying. No interest in that at all. But if it is something you're interested in, hey, there's an image of it on the screen, and that will be coming. Anyways, that's all I got for you this week, folks. Take care. Oh no, wait, did I give you my? Oh, I did. Yeah, you're all good. I've been babbling here. I couldn't remember if I gave you my top picks, but I did. All right, folks, take care. Happy hunting. Talk to you later in the week. Bye for now.